Those whales. This raises serious concerns. It was very unexpected of them. Can we call this a betrayal? The whales are essential to our survival. We fail to adequately consider one important aspect, however. Tell me more. Okay, I'll try to clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. This morning, the Shiba Inu community was rocked by a very upsetting event. The continued decline in the price of Shiba Inu has caused widespread concern for some time. Supporters and holders have had a tough time seeing the value decline over the last several months. Things were already bad, but today's events have just made them worse. Frustration and dread have replaced concern throughout the community. A lot of people have been waiting for things to become better, or at least more stable, for a while now. However, today's incident has just served to fan the flames. Now, what precisely transpired? So, as the saying goes, another day, another twist in the Shiba Inu story. The community's continuous struggle is summed up by this slogan. At first sight, something wonderful appeared to be the beginning of today's distressing news. A dramatic uptick in whale movements was detected in Shiba Inu's on-chain activities. Intathablock reports that whales have transferred more than 1.62 trillion Shiba Inu tokens in the last day alone. When expressed in dollars, this increased from 14 million to 22 million. Anyone would take notice of such a massive transfer of funds. The market may be shook to its foundations whenever large investors, known as whales, act in this way. This is not a casual transaction. Their actions might affect pricing in a favorable or negative way. This type of thing may seem like a good indication to some, but it makes other people wonder what's actually happening behind the scenes. The sheer amount of stuff makes it clear that something big is occurring, and nobody can turn a blind eye. There have been 58 deals for a minimum of $100,000 in the last 24 hours. Looking at the entire volume transferred, we can see that each transaction had an average size of around $27 billion Shiba Inu, which is little more than $380,000. That's over 4 times the amount of a typical Shiba Inu big sale. There is, however, a catch: the general trend toward which these tokens were trending. Another important parameter to consider is the net flow of major holders, which measures the amount of Shiba Inu coming into and going out of their wallets. This tendency is rather concerning. From 176 billion Shiba Inu to an astounding 200 billion Shiba Inu in the last day alone, it plunged precipitously into the negative. This indicates that whale wallets were losing more tokens than they were gaining. Considering the circumstances, there is really no cause for celebration. Rather, this change is more indicative of a state of terror. Whales are losing faith if they are withdrawing to this extent. This bodes poorly for the neighborhood. It is becoming more apparent that this is not a beneficial development, but rather things are deteriorating. We can identify the root of the problem as we go farther. There has been a 74% increase in the outflow of Shiba Inu from whale locations and a 43% decrease in the intake. That the whales are up to more than just token trading is now abundantly obvious. They aren't adding to their assets, but rather aggressively selling them. Nevertheless, what is the reason for this? Is it ultimately enough for them? Well, rumors about the oversupply of Shiba Inu tokens have been circulating online as of late. A lot of people think the squad isn't doing enough to fix the issue. By going so far as to tweet to the Shiba Inu development team directly, one user expressed their dissatisfaction with the supply situation. Get moving, everyone. The scenario is becoming more stressful as this annoyance mounts, and the whales seem to be reacting by withdrawing their bodies from the water. And this is something that you need to grasp. There has always been debate on the abundance of Shiba Inu. This is a topic that has been around since the Shiba Inu was first created. Because there are so many tokens in circulation, it is difficult for their price to increase much, so the subject has remained constant. The development team has spent a lot of time trying to fix this issue. They have developed automatic burns to destroy tokens and limit the quantity in circulation, and they have created initiatives like Shibarium to assist cut supply. However, the outcomes have fallen short of expectations, despite the extensive efforts made. Although these techniques are based on good intentions, they have failed to bring about the desired transformation in the community. In business, this kind of thing happens all the time. The public had serious doubts about Tesla's ability to deliver on its claims when the firm repeatedly failed to meet manufacturing objectives. They managed to turn things around, however, and the company is now among the largest in the world. In other words, just because we're taking a short-term view doesn't mean that our present attempts to decrease the supply aren't having an impact. Protracted initiatives, such as this one, need substantial adjustments. Perhaps the true issue is that we aren't allowing these tactics enough room to work over the long haul. The final product may seem drastically different if we step back and examine the bigger picture. The current state of affairs might be better understood if we take a long-term view. Lucy, a member of the Shiba Inu development team, however, provided a crucial warning in reaction to this growing worry and the community's popular tweet. She was addressing a former user who had requested that the developers address the Shiba Inu supply. Lucy clarified that the developers are unable to alter the Shiba Inu supply due to the fact that the enigmatic originator of the breed, Ryoshi, destroyed the keys. So, the supply is now completely out of anyone's hands. Ryoshi disappeared from social media in May 2022, much like Satoshi Nakamoto, the inventor of Bitcoin, so nobody could change the core configuration of Shiba Inu. Lucy elaborated by saying that buying and burning Shiba Inu is the only way to cut down on supplies, but that this requires money. I find this to be an intriguing argument. Despite the community's demands that the team take action, Lucy's answer shows that the market now has the ability to lower supply. The development team cannot simply disable or resolve this. These issues go to a more fundamental level. Does this suggest that community-driven activities and investments will play a larger role in ensuring the Shiba Inu's future if limiting the supply is so linked to purchasing and burning? On a larger scale, it highlights the difficulty of maintaining demand and supply balance in a decentralized enterprise. Some things in crypto are beyond anyone's control, as Lucy's answer reminds us. The failure of the burn techniques to provide the desired outcomes may be accounted for by this. Even so, it may be premature to pass judgment. While it's true that these endeavors need resources, both time and money, maybe the long-term view is more important, and the broader view will change in the end. Additionally, Lucy divulged a thrilling tactic component that has the potential to greatly enhance Shiba Inu burns. Millions, if not billions, of consumers are required to significantly decrease the supply. The goal is to create a fantastic system that attracts a large number of users to Shiba Inu every single day. Shiba Inu will increase in value over time as the number of users increases and more of them burn it. This is the overarching goal for the future of Shiba Inu. It's more important to foster an ecology that will organically burn Shiba Inu as it develops rather than just reduce supplies by isolated fires. Although lofty, this proposal seems rational. The burn rate may rise quickly, and the supply problem might eventually go away if Shibarium becomes very popular and draws millions of users per day. Still, it's not an easy feat. Constructing a system that attracts billions of people is no easy feat, and getting there can take a long time. However, compared to gradual manual burns, it has the potential to significantly increase the value of Shiba Inu if they are successful. A complex and fascinating picture emerges when we combine all this data. A part of me can totally relate to the community's frustration. There has been a sale of big whales, along with the present burn tactics failing to produce any discernible outcomes. Lucy, on the other hand, has set a lofty goal for the Shiba Inu team to achieve in the future. They think that attempting to artificially decrease supply isn't the answer, and that the actual solution is to establish a huge user base. So, what are your thoughts on the matter? Drop a comment. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on the matter. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.